Yo, what is up, Crockxen clan members and others who have stumbled upon this video? I'm SoresanCrockxen, bringing you guys another life in society discussion video. What up? I do want to apologize before we get started. I did say that I was going to be doing these twice a month, but instances and stuff that happened this month were a little crazy, so I can only do one. And actually, I'm recording this on Sunday, but uploading it on Monday, so that's even not as good either. But so you'll get this and then the vlog in the afternoon, I'm hoping. So yeah, so to move on with that, today we'll be talking about the apocalypse idea. This is like something that's been really big, and it's big in our society right now. The two major ones that I've at least noticed is either people want zombie apocalypse or people think robot apocalypse. So basically what we're doing is talking about each one individually and then either its pros or cons, and then we'll go from there and then talk a little bit later about that. So first we'll be talking about zombie apocalypse, so I'll see you guys in a little bit. So as I said, the first one we're going to be talking about today is the zombie apocalypse. Now this one is actually really popular and really well reached out by a lot of media to this day. And just people actually want this to happen. I don't know why people want the world to end. I mean, if it were up to me, yes, I would prefer this option though. And here's the main reason why. They're a lot easier to kill. So the basic premise of a zombie apocalypse is usually it comes in the form of a virus that spreads into certain groups and then it just keeps spreading and spreading. Or the typical zombies come out and come back from the dead and they start attacking humans, basically living beings, and every time that they bite somebody, they get infected, and then the cycle continues. Um, or there's the other ones which just want to eat our brains, which is a whole other concept. But then either way, that you get turned into a zombie and you go after everybody else. Now, this is actually very simple, or a very simple apocalypse to avoid, or in a sense, according to many people, easier to survive. Um, the zombies are, they're technically slow. They're slow beings, so you can easily outrun them. But the problem, and here's a problem, zombies travel in packs. When a zombie travels in packs, you can get easily surrounded, and then you're basically screwed. Now, I do have something I want to throw out. Zombies, I have noticed when I do play video games or watch shows or anything where I see zombies, I usually tend to go towards a different route than most people because I have noticed that zombies technically, since they are dead, their heart is not beating, their brain is the only thing that's functioning. So if you go that route, zombies can't see, whereas in some media they do, which it's not how it works. Um, Basically, their heart stops, blood is not pumping out, which means it's not getting to their eyes. And so they use their sense of hearing in order to predict where you're. Well, not predict, but know where you're at, which is why it's very useful to be quiet. In this sense, or at least make a lot of noise in a certain area so the zombies are attracted to that noise and sound and leave you alone. Um, but if you go the other route where zombies can see out of randomness, and which makes no sense to me, then you're basically screwed because they know where you're at all times. Just from slowly looking in your direction, they see you, they're gonna go after you. Now, I prefer personally the other one because the other one makes a lot more sense scientifically, and it's a lot easier to avoid. Um, with zombies, though, here's the thing, though, that I personally want to know. Down in the comments, you can write it down. Why does it seem like everybody in the world thinks that they're the person who's going to survive the zombie apocalypse? I mean, literally, I have talked to a lot of people who say, "Oh, zombie apocalypse? Yeah, I'm going to totally survive that," or "I'm going to be the one that lives out," or "I'm going to be the leader of the group, and I'm going to be the only one that gets out alive." Why is it that people think that way? Like, personally, I wouldn't mind being the last one, but probably give myself like a week to survive, or even that. I mean, not everybody is a freaking superhuman, and not everybody is skilled at everything. Like video games do this kind of, and it kind of is a bad thing, or and shows do this too, but mainly video games where they put a small team, like just a random team of like random people, and they're the ones that survive. Which brings me to another point. Why is it that in every media outlet that shows a zombie apocalypse happening, the army is the first thing to go? These people are skillfully trained to basically fight against anything, yet they can't even survive versus rotting people. Like, it makes no sense. These are the most skilled men and women in the world, and they can't even survive this. It makes absolutely no sense why a group of like 5, 6 people who have no military training at all can survive this way easier than those who are. But that's besides this point. Getting back to this other topic, I mean, like, seriously, if you have ever talked to anybody who believes a zombie apocalypse is gonna happen, you will note that every single one of them is gonna be like, I'm gonna survive this. Why is that? Like, let me know down below why you think that is. I personally don't know. I think it's just people being cocky and people thinking that they're above everybody else and how they're the only ones that just are allowed to survive. But I don't know. Like, I really don't understand that idea behind it. Like, I'm being a man. I will admit I probably wouldn't survive that thing. I can say I could live out like a couple days, but not the whole thing. I'm just throwing that out there. So that's zombies. Let's move on to the other side, which is robots. The robot apocalypse is actually a lot worse. Now, mind you, I am a person who is studying to be able to work with machines and programming and computers. I want to make robots. That's something that I really want to do. I'm passionate about that. So I kind of like when I talk to my friends about apocalypses and all that stuff, and then I start talking about the robots. They're like looking at me like, "Better not be your fault." And I'm like, "Whoa, whoa, calm down. It's not like I'm gonna be programming a robot to kill humankind." But see, that's how it all works out. A miss or a malfunction in the program causes the robots to turn against humans. That's the main backstory to Robot Apocalypse. That's basically how it goes. Robots become so advanced that there's a malfunction in their programming, which tells them that they're the higher intelligence and that they do not have to serve human beings. At least that's the main one I've noticed. I don't know. If you've noticed any other way, then you post that down below in the comments and let me know. So here's the problem with the robot apocalypse. You basically screwed. These things are so highly intelligent, or at least the way they're portrayed. When they're at that level where they can understand their superiority over human beings, then you got a problem. And they usually tend to go after their creator first because since they're so highly advanced, they know that they're the only ones that can take them down because they know everything about their internal structure. Robots, though. Freaking robots. They are stronger than zombies. They're faster than zombies. They're more intelligent than zombies. And for the most part, some of them even have weapons. Weapons that they can use to destroy anything in their path. I have probably, you know what? I have never heard anybody who says, "Oh, I'm gonna be the one to survive a robot apocalypse," because that's really impossible to really consider. Because you don't know what type of robots you're gonna be going against. At least with zombies, there's a standard already set. We've had I think. I mean, I have never actually seen a video game involving a robot apocalypse. I've seen movies, yes, but the movies were it all worked out in the end because of some nonsense, I guess. I mean, the main one that comes to mind is what was it? iRobot with Will Smith. the robots were being controlled by the central command center, and then or central processing unit, technically, the big giant lady. Uh, so I mean, but that's a whole route. That's a different route. That's not actually a fault in the robots themselves. It's in the thing that controls each individual one, which is another topic in itself. And I really don't want to dwell into that area because it's a lot more complicated. And I really don't want to deal with it. Anyways, back to robots being more advanced and people not surviving. I personally, like I said, I would not like this one because I know how dangerous these things can get. Plus, they're a lot, like I said, they're harder to kill because they're made out of a harder material. So it's and since they're so much more highly created, it's a lot harder to actually kill them unless you're the creator and know exactly where everything is at inside the programming and the structure of the machine. So that's why they have to be the ones most guarded when this happens. Like, you created that robot? Okay, we need like a special ops team right there in front of them. Now. Which also brings back the point, the army still sucks in this. They can't do anything. They suck. Um, but yeah, robot apocalypse, zombie apocalypse. Crazy stuff going on. So, you've heard both sides. If you have talked with your friends about this, post down below. Which out of these two do you prefer? Do you prefer the zombie apocalypse or the robot apocalypse? You already heard my choice. I prefer zombies because they're easier to kill, plus I could survive it a little longer than robots. Robots have sensors, they find you, they track you, they kill you, you're done. Plus they're harder to kill, while zombies are easier to kill. Just gotta smash their brains in. The robots figuring out exactly where in their body you need to strike in order to take out whatever the freaking thing is controlling it. Oh gosh, yes. Apocalypse. So post down below. You have two questions today. One, which if why do people suggest that in a zombie apocalypse they're gonna be the one to survive above everybody else? And two, out of both apocalypses, which one do you prefer? Zombies or robots? Post your comments down below. You guys can send me video responses on my inbox. I don't even think video responses exist on the comment section anymore. But I would love to watch those and see what your opinions on this stuff. Also, you can submit your own videos and stuff like that. But yeah, this has been SoresanCrockxen, Life in Society, being, kind of late in the month. I'm sorry, I didn't want to apologize again. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow with the vlog, which is technically today because you're watching it on Monday. Later.